What's the number one thing you need to know heading into birth? Let's talk about it. If you're a pregnant mom who feels like you're white knuckling it through pregnancy, you're doing everything right, the appointments, the vitamins, the preparation, but no one has addressed the stress that you carry in your body every single day, you deserve more than generic advice. Stress hormones directly affect your baby's brain development, and your nervous system controls your entire pregnancy, not only in your body, but also your baby's, especially during birth. And I'm going to tell you about the missing piece in prenatal care that changes everything for you. But first, I want to tell you about two different birth stories. The first is of a young lady pregnant with her first child. She had hit just about 40 weeks and was starting to experience some uncomfortableness. She had some tightness and some cramping and was wondering if these were early signs of labor. So she went to the hospital and wanted to be checked out. Well, at the hospital, she had expressed that she was just super uncomfortable, everything was hurting, and she was ready to be done being pregnant. She just wanted her baby. And although she was not in full blown labor, they did offer to admit her by inducing her. And after several hours, nothing had progressed. So they upped Pitocin, and she actually opted in for an epidural at this time due to the uncomfortable pain that she was experiencing. Well, as contractions came and they were monitoring baby's heart rate started to show signs of stress and would drop. After so much time at this, they decided the next best thing was to go in for a C-section to deliver her baby. So they deliver her baby, they take the baby away, they wipe it down, they check the vitals, mom's, getting closed up from C-section, and there's no co-regulation there. And so they don't get to reunite with baby until after she gets back into the recovery room. That just is one birth story, and although that may not be something that you're familiar with, it's actually a really common story that we hear in the office on a weekly basis. This next birth story is of a home birth. At 41 and a half weeks, this lady went into birth naturally in the middle of the night when her water broke. The midwife and doula were called, and they showed up to the house all while the water pool was being filled up. After only 3.5 hours of active labor, mom had hopped into the water, and on the next contraction, her baby boy was born right into dad's hands. The lights were dim, the noises were quiet, and their toddler even slept right through it in the room next to them. After their little baby boy was pulled up, he went right onto mother's chest and was there for the rest of the day. Two stories, very different births. And the biggest difference, the first story came to us because their baby was fussy, not sleeping well, constipated, and constantly congested. The second story, their baby had never had any issues since birth. No constipation, no reflux, maybe a cold here and there, but otherwise a very healthy baby. Obviously, these births are drastically different, and it's not just because of the providers or where they were born, but ultimately the state of the mom and baby's nervous system. Think of your nervous system as the air traffic controller for your entire body. It coordinates your heartbeat, digestion, sleep, immune response, and stress reactions, all without you thinking about it. Your autonomic nervous system has two main parts: the sympathetic system, your gas pedal, that activates when you need to respond to something, and the parasympathetic system, your brake pedal, that helps you rest, digest, and recover. When everything works right, you press the gas when needed and the brake when needed. But chronic stress causes these two pedals to not be used at the right times and, more importantly, not to be able to flow from one to the other. Birth isn't just a physical event, it's a nervous system event. Labor actually begins in a parasympathetic dominant state. Oxytocin, the hormone that starts contractions, is released most effectively when mom feels safe and calm. As labor progresses to pushing, the nervous system must shift into sympathetic activation, but only at the right time. When mom enters birth already stuck in stress mode or can't flow from gas and brake, this sequence gets disrupted. And research links safe birth environments to shorter labor, increased oxytocin release, and lower pain. After birth, baby's first regulation comes through co-regulation with mom. Skin to skin, eye contact, heartbeat rhythm. If mom's nervous system is dysregulated, that co-regulatory loop is harder to establish. Standard prenatal care monitors your baby's growth, screens for complications, and tracks development. All essential work, but there's usually no assessment of your nervous system function. So you get told to reduce stress without any way to measure whether your system is regulated or stuck. This is where neurologically focused chiropractic care fills that gap, the true missing piece of prenatal care that can make all the difference. Through insight scans, we can objectively measure how your nervous system is functioning. Gentle adjustments then help restore balance between your gas pedal and your brake pedal. And when your nervous system is regulated, your baby's developing system learns regulation too. Now, you can't control every variable of pregnancy and birth, and sometimes life saving interventions are needed, and we are so grateful for those. But even when those are needed, we need our nervous system to know what to do. And before birth comes, we can choose to support the one system that influences everything else, your nervous system. Early in pregnancy is better, but it's never too late to start. So if you're ready to get real answers about your nervous system function, our team here at New Ridge Chiropractic and Wellness would love to help. You can click the link in our bio, comment below, or send us a DM to schedule your neurological insight scans. Your baby's nervous system is being shaped right now. Let's make sure it's learning calm.